Hi students, welcome to first year commerce class. We are in the same lesson, source of business finance, because it is a very vast, that means a lengthy lesson covering various topics. You should have a lot of patience to study this lesson, but very useful. Okay, the very first day I told you that always you remember in terms of commerce, particularly the source of business finance concepts, that wherever you go, these concepts will follow you. Without having the knowledge of debentures and shares, you cannot survive in the field of commerce. In every class, whether you go to second year, graduation, post-graduation, even you do a job in any company, so this knowledge is very much required. So, in the specialized field of commerce, you require a strong foundation. From Sri Medhavi, we are trying our best to build up that, to construct that strong foundation. We require your efforts also. Only one-way teaching is not helpful and may not give the required result also. So, a student who wish to be in the great position after 8 to 10 years at a highest point of her career has to study from intermediate first year. All the school days, whatever you have done, 10 years is different scenario, and from intermediate it is different. So, particularly this COVID pandemic situation, we are conducting online classes. We do not have much physical interaction and we do not have that influence on you. So, only this mode we are trying our best. So, you need to understand the situation and give 100% and put lot of efforts so that you can shine in the future. Otherwise, simply just for formality, if you study and you write the answer and you get some marks, that way commerce is not going to be useful. If you have to become a chartered accountant or a prominent lawyer or a management trainee in a very giant multinational company drawing lakhs of rupees as salary, you need to have strong foundation that is laid in intermediate first year. All the first year commerce basics are very much useful for your future, so don't take them casual or light. So be serious. So this today's topic is types of debentures. Types of debentures. So every day we are discussing about shares and debentures. The other day we have discussed about equity shares and preference shares. I told you that share is a smallest part of capital. Then what is debenture? Okay, so you need to understand that a debenture is a debenture is an acknowledgement of debt issued under official seal of a company. So, this is the definition. Sometimes it may be asked for 2 marks. What is a debenture? Just write debenture. So, how do you define? A debenture is an acknowledgement of debt issued under official seal of a company. What do you mean by debt? Debt is nothing but loan. Debt is nothing but loan. Say for example, X company, okay, X company is issuing debentures. So, when they take 10,000 rupees from us, so they give you this document. Value of the debenture is say 10,000 rupees. So the official stamp will be there some X company stamp signatures will be there. So they will mention the name. Say Mr. Ramu. Okay, is the debenture holder and signatures will be there. That means the company is stating that they have taken 10,000 rupees from Ramu. Okay. Acknowledgement means receipt. Suppose you come to college, you pay the fees. Are you given the receipt or not? Whether you pay 5,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees or for material, for examination fees in a school or college, if you pay the fees, you are given the receipt or not? Similarly here, that is called as acknowledgement. Here, whenever you give loan, here who is giving? Ramu is giving loan to this company. Company is not giving to Ramu because company is borrowing money from us. So, Ramu has given 10,000 rupees to X company. So, X company under its official seal is stating that Mr. Ramu is a debenture holder. Here it will state 5% debentures, 5% 10,000 debenture. So, the value of one certificate, one debenture is 10,000 rupees. Okay. So, according to your capacity, you can give any amount. You can deposit, say you can borrow the debentures of, you can buy the debentures of 50,000 worth or 1 lakh. So, the value of the debenture will be mentioned over there. And rate is prefixed here. The other day I told you, in case of equity shares, the rate of dividend is decided after paying money to various claimants and according to availability of profits. But in case of debentures, this interest is paid irrespective of, this is called interest. On shares they will get dividend. On debentures, company will pay interest irrespective of the profit or loss. Remember this point. Whether the company earns profit or incurs loss, debenture holders are not bothered. They have to be paid interest. What is the rate of interest? That will decide in advance only. While issuing the debenture itself, we will tell whether we are going to pay 5% interest or 7% interest or 10%. On shares, dividend is decided after earning the profits. Dividend is paid only when the profits are earned. Remember this point. But in case of debentures, interest is paid irrespective of your profits or losses. If you get more profits, you won't pay more interest. If you get less profits, you don't pay less interest. You have to pay interest according to your agreement. So, the people who have purchased debentures are called as debenture holders. So, here Mr. Ramu is a debenture holder. Okay, Ramu, Rahim, any people can be taken. X, Y, Z, different people can buy. So, the people who have purchased debentures are called as debenture holders. The people who have purchased shares are called as shareholders. That already we have discussed it. Okay, now. So, a debenture is an acknowledgement of debt or loan issued under official seal of company. That means the company will give you a certificate. Like once you join the college and you pay the fees, college will issue the receipt on the name of the college. Sri Medhavi Junior College received 5,000 rupees from so and so student of CEC first year, and then the stamp will be there, principal will sign. So, here also the company directors will sign, company's official stamp will be there. Already we have discussed it. In case of joint stock company, every company will have a official seal on which the name of the company is engraved. There will be a round seal, that round stamp is there. So, under that you are given a certificate. So, it states that a person has given loan to company. Company has not given loan. Company requires money. We require capital. So, to get capital, we are issuing debentures. So, debentures can be issued to different people. The persons who wish to take interest from the company by giving loan, if they have got confidence in the company's management that they will get the interest and they will be paid later, so automatically they will give money to company by taking debentures. So, here company promises to pay interest, certain rate of interest that is fixed In advance it is told to the debenture holders. So these debenture holders will provide capital to the joint stock company by taking the debentures. Now like preference shares, debentures also have got various kinds. Okay, so it is very easy to understand. First one, mortgage debentures. Mortgage debentures are also called as secured debentures. Mortgage debentures are also called as secured debentures. Mortgage means, in our common language, girvi rakna. Okay, like whenever you want some loan, you want to borrow money, the money lender may not believe you. Okay, so what he will do? He will ask for some guarantee. So give your jewelry. For example, roadside I am going, I want some 10,000. I go to money lender, sir, give me 10,000 rupees. 1 month after I will pay. So what the money lender will ask me? Sir, you give your jewelry. Okay, or you give your vehicle card, or you give some other document as security, some property documents. So they will retain that property and they will give us loan. Means they want some security because they do not have guarantee on us that whether we pay or not. So in case if we don't pay, they can sell off this property and they will recover their loan. So mortgage means we give some guarantee of asset to get loan. Similarly here, in case of mortgage debentures, the company will give you guarantee of their assets. So this X company will have some machinery. X company will have some machinery, land, etc., furniture. So to these debenture holders, it will give guarantee of these assets. It means what? In future, if company did not repay this money, in case of debenture holders, what the company will say? That we require the money for 5 years or 7 years. After that period, the amount will be repaid. On that condition only the company will take. Debenture capital is not a permanent capital. Company, whatever the money taken from the debenture holders, it is to be repaid after a certain duration. So generally it is taken for 5 years or 7 years. Maybe for medium term or long term it is taken, not for short term. So debenture capital is secured for a source of medium term or long term finance. So we promise that after 5 years we will repay, after 7 years we will repay the amount along with interest. Now okay, these debenture holders, Ramu, Rahim, XYZ, these debenture holders have given money to X company. What is the guarantee that they will pay? So these people will ask for some guarantee. In such a case, what happens? This company will give the guarantee of this land, machinery, furniture, any asset to these debenture holders. Suppose if this company did not pay this amount as on the date of maturity as per the agreement, so these people can go to court, so they can sell off these assets and they will get their money. That means the debenture holders have got guarantee of securing their money back if the company fails to pay. If company is paid, no problem. Even the company does not pay, so these people can move to court and through the court order, they can sell off the assets and they will get their money back. That is called as mortgage debentures. Means the debenture holders will have the guarantee of the assets for the money they have given to the company. It means if the company fails to pay the money back as on the agreed date, so debenture holders can get money from the assets. Then second one is simple debentures. Means these people will not have any guarantee. If you have confidence on company, that company has got very good financial strength, their business activities are good, the company has got good reputation, so they are not going to cheat us, so the company is financially sound, so they will repay. Means you give the money, company is not going to give you any guarantee of assets. Unfortunately, if the company fails to pay, you cannot do anything. You will lose the money. You are not given the guarantee of assets. Okay, that is called simple debentures. Then, redeemable debentures. The other day also we have discussed redeemable preference shares. Redemption, redeemable means chutkara pana, hata dena. Okay, means what we have to do? We send them back. How do we send them back? By paying their money back. Because see, the people have come into company, we have got agreement, we are bonded together because they have given the money to company. So company and the debenture holders are together because the debenture holders have provided capital to you. Now you want to send them out. You don't want their money. So what you have to do? You repay. So redeemable debentures are those debentures on which money is paid back. The amount taken from the debenture holders is paid back after a particular time period. That is also will be mentioned while issuing of debenture itself. We will mention that 5% 7 years debentures, 3 years debentures are redeemable at, redeemed at 3 years, redeemed at 5 years. The time period will mention, or will give prior information to the debenture holders that the company want to redeem the debenture capital. So please inform or say convey your consent. You tell us whether you are willing to take back your capital or not. So at this interest we want to redeem. So people will come forward and they will take their money back. Okay. So when you want to give away, so naturally people will come forward and they will take back their money. So like that, we'll tell the time period in advance, or according to the financial convenience of the company, we inform the debenture holders. So the money is paid back. The money taken from the debenture holders for the establishment of the company or for the management of the company is paid back when the company has got some other source of finance or when we are financially sound. Previously we did not have money, so we have taken. Now we are enough, we are having enough money. Now we can manage our company on our own funds. We don't require others' money, and we don't want to take the burden of interest, because as long as you use the money of debenture holders, you have to pay interest. So every year you have to pay interest. So that may be additional burden to you. So to get rid of that interest burden, you may feel that, the company's financial managers may feel that, let us pay back the capital taken from the debentures. So the money is paid back. They are called as redeemable debentures. That means at an appropriate time or as per the agreement, the debenture holders are given back their money by the company. Irredeemable debentures means the money taken from the debenture holders is not paid back during the lifetime of the company. As long as the company is existing, the money will be with the company only. So throughout the lifetime of the company, the debenture holders will get interest, but the money given by them will be paid only when the company is closed. Clear? During the lifetime of the company, the debenture capital is not paid back to the debenture holders. They are called as irredeemable debentures. But in practical, no joint stock company will issue this type of debentures. Only for formality, only for namesake, we are learning this definition. But generally, Companies Act 2013 or the old Companies Act 1956 does not allow any public company to issue this type of debentures. It is only a namesake. Next, registered debentures. Registered debentures means the debentures in which the name and address of the debenture holders is registered in a book. There will be a book called Debenture Holders Register. There will be a book called Debenture Holders Register in which we write down all the names. Ramu, address, Rahim, address, John, address, etc. So what is the advantage of these registered debentures? Remember, when the company has to pay interest, interest is paid only to the persons whose name is in the register. Register में जिसका नाम है उनको ही interest मिलता. For example, Ramu has sold off his debentures to some X, but in the register Ramu's name is there. So at the end of the year, if X goes to company asking for interest, he is not paid. Ramu will be paid because his name is there in the register. Suppose if Ramu has sold debentures to X, X should go to company's office and he has to change the name. Sir, these debentures I have purchased, so please change onto my name. So in case of registered debentures, the names and addresses of the debenture holders will be recorded, will be written in a book called Debenture Holders Register. What happens when it is registered? When the company pays interest at the end of the year, the interest is paid only to those people whose name is registered. Got it? Next, bearer debentures. Bearer debentures means the names are not written. No writing at all. There is no register at all. Bearer means who carry. For example, earlier Ramu had the debentures. Now Ramu has given to Madhusudan. So neither Ramu's name nor Madhusudan's name is written in the register. The person who carries the certificate at the end of the year will be given the interest. It is not verified. Suppose if Ramu has taken the debentures, it is given to Madhusudan, Madhusudan has given to Azam, Azam has given to Faraz, someone else, different people. So at last, the person who takes that certificate to the company, he is paid the interest. Names are not recorded. Names are not recorded in the register. Bearer means the person who carries the certificate. Say, this is the debenture. Okay, now I am having this debenture. I will give it to my friend, means I will sell. So my friend will go to company. Even though his name is not recorded in the register, he will be paid interest. Even my name was not recorded. So simply it carries a certificate with blank name. The name is not mentioned. So simply it is a certificate. So the person who possesses this certificate will be given the interest. Bearer means the person who carry the certificate, who carry the document. So they are called as bearer debentures. Next, convertible debentures. Convertible, the other day also we have discussed it, convertible preference shares. What we were doing, preference shares are converted into equity shares. So here also, in case of debentures also, sometimes a option is given that debentures will be converted into equity shares. So if the debentures which have got the facility of converting into equity shares are called as convertible debentures. Then non-convertible, that means debentures will remain as debentures. They are not allowed to be converted into equity shares. So these are the types of debentures, very important for 5 marks. Sometimes if you are lucky, may be given for 10 marks also.